Hey guys, this is Kal-El, and today we have another video review of Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Arcee. As usual, let's move the figure out of the way and have a look at the box. Standard sort of packaging, guys. Just a normal bubble and card. Nothing too different, obviously just a bit of a picture of Arcee there. And that's about it. Two weapons combined, we'll see that soon. On the side, just the number in the series. On the back here, again, we've just got some photos of Arcee in her robot and bike modes. Just the cast down here. Usual stuff. Up the top there, it just says Arcee may be the most skilled fighter among the Autobots on Earth. She works constantly to keep her edge, knowing that one mistake could cost her and her teammates everything. So a little write up there. And on the side, strength of 4, intelligence of 7, speed of 8, endurance of 5, rank of 7, courage of 9, fire blast of 5, and skill of 8. Now, I think that skill should be 10 if they're saying that she's the best fighter, but anyway, that's the package. Alrighty, let's have a look at Arcee. Now, it's a pretty small little bike, as most of the more, I suppose, I won't say fans, but the more involved collectors would notice that the deluxes lately have gotten a little bit smaller. Bit hard to tell with a bike, but obviously she's out of scale with the cars anyway. But it's a pretty cool bike nonetheless. What does it do? Well, it's a bike, so it has a kickstand, which works. Don't get me wrong, that works fine. Wheels turn, and you would have noticed that already. This annoys me. Now, unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure not. I had a look at the instructions, I couldn't find anything. This doesn't lock in anywhere. So you end up with this drag bike mode, which I've just invented right now. There you go. There's a fan mode for you. But anyway, this really should clip in somewhere, and it doesn't. So if you're playing with it and you sort of wheel it back, you're going to end up with that wheel popped out. So that's kind of bad, but yeah, I can live with it. I'm not going to be playing with it that often. But for a child, well, I suppose even for a child, they're not going to be too worried. Anyway, so yeah, she rolls fine. Yeah. Details wise, it's a pretty blue bike. Just get your focus there. So yeah, it's pretty much blue. Bit of black on the seat. Translucent windshield. Bit of silver here. Bit of silver here. Which is good that they did the brakes. You can see some robot hands back there, but not terribly too noticeable. But it's, as I said, it's a pretty cool little bike. It's fairly thick, but you look at it from the side, it's pretty cool. Alright, as for transformation, first thing you're going to need to do is pop these wings off. They just tab into the what will become the leg. Just a little slot there and a tab there. So just on both sides they will come forward. This whole section will come back, and that wheel that was annoying me before, extend that all out, and that folds it behind, and just rotate that wheel in. So you end up like that. Alright, just sit those wings back like that. Now, look, it's a fairly simple transformation, but it does the job. It's reasonably fun. So just grab this section here, which is the legs, and just pull that out. And what's going to happen here, well, first of all, just move those arms. When you tilt this hip section or crutch section back, that head will come up. Right? So, forward, and head comes down, back head comes up, and just tab that into place. Now with the legs, down here this wheel will separate apart. Now I don't have any fingernails, so excuse my hands getting in the way of the camera here. So once you've got those split apart, the legs will just split up. Now with this foot section, this piece here just on a hinge, that will fold in all the way around. It is fairly tight, so just do it nice and slowly, and the foot forward, and that'll all clip together like so. So on both sides, foot around, foot forward, and that makes the legs. Just straighten them out, and the arms, the shoulders just lower down like so. Details, same sort of thing, very blue all over. She does have some light piping, gives you some very blue eyes there, pretty cool. But when the light isn't there, to coin TJ Omega, she just has dead eyes. And when they got those dead eyes, I'd prefer them to be painted, but yeah, when you got some light source there, it looks pretty cool. Now, as I said, for paint, we'll come in a bit closer. Cool head sculpt. Paint on the crest here, cheeks. Yeah, it does its job. Bit of black on the lapel area of the chest. No, I'm not groping it. Just some grey and silver in here. Black legs, just plastic. Silver on the shins and on the side. That's carried over from the alt mode. But that's basically it for paint. Articulation. Now this chick's pretty flexible. Shoulders will go out, and you have a 360 degree rotation. That's just on a ball joint, and the shoulder is on hinge, so it can go up and down. But yeah, nice ball jointed elbow. So obviously you have a swivel and a bend, and the same with the hand. This figure reminds me very much of a Beast Wars-esque type deal with all the ball joints, which I personally like. You've got a thigh swivel and a hip, which will move wherever you want it. Nice knee movement. It's not overly deep, but this wheel will sort of miss, and you can get a nice sort of range of movement there. And nothing real with the foot. No waist rotation due to the transformation. So that's your articulation. Now, as for accessories, she came with this gun and this blade. Now obviously you can have them combined like so. I don't personally like that, but you can make your own decision. Blade can go on her arm, if you can peg it in, because you're not retarded like me. Or you can't peg it in, because you are retarded like me. Pegs in on this side fine. So she can have that blade there, and you can have that which way you want it, doesn't matter. And her gun has a handle in the front there, or one inside there, so you can have her hold it like a normal gun, or to be a little bit more show accurate, you can put her hand inside it. Now, if you hadn't noticed already, that's a freaking huge gun, and it's really kind of out of scale. So now again, personal preference thing, I'm not real fussed about that. And the blade, again, not really fussed about that. On the back here, you could store this blade on the wheel here if you wanted. Just adds to the backpack a bit more, which isn't terribly bad, but it's like her width again, hanging out there. You could bring the wings out a little bit if you wanted to, but they're meant to be back there. So that's Arcee. Size comparison. Let's have a look at a couple from the same line, and there she is with Ratchet and Cliffjumper from the same line, which is the RID line, not the first editions. And you can see, look, they're pretty good scale in the sense of figures, but I believe on the show Arcee is a fair bit smaller. But hey, what can you do? They've got to make a size class with these things, so it's a bit hard to make her. You know, I suppose if they made a Legion's Commander, it would fit pretty cool. But most people want to collect the deluxes. And speaking of Legions, you could bring in her Cyberverse one, but obviously that's a little too small. So that's the size comparisons with the deluxes, and we'll have a look at another figure, just a little. And there she is with Bulkhead. Yeah, Bulkhead's a little out of frame. I did do that on purpose just to give you an idea of the actual size difference of these. So she's only actually up to about his chest level. Okay. And just for the sake of it, the Decepticons. Alrighty, I'll quickly show you how to transform her back into her motorcycle mode, and we'll move on from there. Okay guys, to go back into the motorcycle mode, we'll just flip out these wheels from her feet, tilt the foot back down. Again, we'll just quickly go through this, like so, and these will just peg in together, the wheels here, just like so. That all pegs together. Once those are together, just grab that hip section, fold that forward, and it brings the head down into there. And then this whole section will fold in and sit in like that. Okay, the arms, they just tab in onto the side there, and the hand will just tuck underneath there. Okay, so with the arm, that shoulder will push up to allow this tab to sit into this hole. So both sides, hands tucked in. Okay, come around to the front. That section will come down, the wheel down, rotate and push that all in together, and the wings back in and tab those into the legs. Done. So pretty simple transformation. So as I said, pretty simple transformation, but it's reasonably easy, and well, obviously it's easy, you idiot. Anyway, sorry for being retarded, guys. It's a good little figure. Definitely recommend picking it up. It's not as good as, say, Ratchet or Wheeljack, but it's a cool figure. And as I said, it kind of brings me back to the Beast Wars type situation with a lot of ball joints and things in there. Just for a size comparison in that bike mode, there she is with first edition Bumblebee, Wheeljack, first edition Cliffjumper, and herself. Alrighty guys, that was a video review of Transformers Prime Deluxe RID Arcee. And you can see Starscream there is just going for a bit of a ride, having a bit of fun. I'm Kal-El. Follow me on Twitter. Check me out on Facebook. Enjoy the videos, guys. Watch a few of the others. Share them around a bit. And I'll see you on the boards.